Have you ever noticed how love, the very thing that makes life meaningful, can also be the source of our deepest pain? Have you ever felt completely exposed, raw, and vulnerable because of love? What is it about love that makes us so defenseless? Why does something so beautiful hold the power to shatter us into pieces? Sigmund Freud once said, "We are never so defenseless against suffering as when we love." But why is that? What is it about love that strips away our armor and leaves us exposed to pain, heartbreak, and suffering? In this video, we will dive deep into the psychology of love and vulnerability, exploring why love makes us so open to suffering, how it shapes our emotional world, and ultimately, how this vulnerability can lead to our greatest strength. Love is one of the most powerful emotions known to humanity. It has inspired poetry, music, and art for centuries. It brings people together, gives life meaning, and fuels our deepest desires. But with this incredible beauty comes an undeniable risk. When we love, we let someone into the most sacred parts of our soul. We offer them our trust, our dreams, our fears, without any guarantees that they will treat them gently. Think about it. We build walls to protect ourselves from pain, from rejection, from the world's harshness. But love? Love demands that we lower those walls. It asks us to take a leap of faith, to open ourselves completely, knowing full well that we might get hurt. And that is what makes us so defenseless. Freud believed that when we love, we hand over control of our emotions to someone else. We become dependent on them for joy, for comfort, for reassurance. But what happens when they disappoint us? What happens when they leave? The same force that lifted us up to the heights of euphoria now drags us into the depths of despair. From a psychological standpoint, love and vulnerability go hand in hand. Neuroscience tells us that when we fall in love, our brain releases oxytocin and dopamine, chemicals associated with pleasure and bonding. This creates a powerful emotional connection, almost like an addiction. We crave our loved one's presence, their touch, their voice. But what happens when this love is threatened? Our brain interprets it as a survival crisis. The amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for processing fear and threats, goes into overdrive. We experience panic, anxiety, even physical pain. Studies have shown that emotional heartbreak activates the same neural pathways as physical pain. In other words, love makes us defenseless because losing it feels like a wound to the soul. Freud believed that much of our suffering comes from our unconscious mind, repressed fears, childhood wounds, past traumas. When we love, these hidden wounds can resurface: the fear of abandonment, the pain of past betrayals, the longing for approval. All of it comes rushing back, making us feel even more vulnerable. If love makes us so vulnerable, why do we keep seeking it? Why do we keep opening our hearts despite knowing the risks? The answer lies in the very nature of being human. Love is not just a desire, it is a fundamental need. From the moment we are born, we seek connection. A baby cries for its mother. A child clings to a parent. A lover longs for the embrace of their beloved. We are wired to connect, even if it means exposing ourselves to suffering. Freud recognized that love is intertwined with loss. To love is to accept the possibility of pain, the loss of a loved one, the sting of betrayal, the ache of unrequited love. But is this suffering meaningless? Or does it serve a greater purpose? What if our defenselessness is not a weakness, but a path to strength? Think about the times in your life when you grew the most. Was it during moments of comfort? Or was it during moments of heartbreak, struggle, and pain? Pain teaches us. It forces us to confront ourselves, to see our wounds, to understand our emotions on a deeper level. When love breaks us, it also gives us the opportunity to rebuild ourselves, stronger, wiser, more resilient. Psychologists call this post-traumatic growth, the idea that suffering can lead to profound personal transformation. We learn self-worth. We learn that our happiness cannot be dependent on another person. We learn to love more authentically, with greater depth and understanding. Love makes us defenseless, yes. It opens us up to pain, to loss, to suffering, but it also opens us up to the greatest experiences of life, to joy, to connection, to purpose. And perhaps that is the price of being truly alive. So the next time love leaves you vulnerable, remember this. You are not weak for feeling deeply. You are human, and within that vulnerability lies the potential for your greatest strength. Thank you for watching. If this video resonated with you, share your thoughts in the comments. Let's explore the depths of the human mind together. Until next time, stay curious and embrace your journey.